What's up everybody, I'm the Nerf modding nerd and this is Nerf news. So starting off, we have a new color for the Worker Terminator / Elite Longshot Internals kit. So this is going to be selling in the red color, which contrasts really nicely with the clear Terminator and with some of the Longshots. And this is going to be selling for the same price of $140 on the Worker Kit website, which is a little bit much, but you're not paying any more for the red color than you are for the regular Terminator Internals, and this is a top of the line blaster. After that, we have a new Fortnite blaster. I don't know the name of this, but this is going to be a pump action drum blaster, so this is kind of going to be like a new uglier surge fire with a Fortnite aesthetic. Personally, this looks really uncomfortable. Both the grip on the pump handle and the actual grip that you use to fire the blaster, as well as the stock, just looks really uncomfortable, and overall the blaster doesn't look great in my opinion, but this is another option out there for you Fortnite fans. This is probably going to be selling for something like $40 knowing the Fortnite line, but we will see on that. Also on the topic of uglier surge fires, the Nerf Elite 2.0 Shockwave. So this is the Shockwave right here, and yes, I am excited for the Elite 2.0 line in general, but this one right here just doesn't look that great to me. It has a tack rail on the top above the priming handle as well as above the grip, and then on the bottom it has one below the drum. It looks to be a 20 round drum, which isn't that much considering we have things like the Prometheus, but given that this is Elite, that is a decent drum, but it doesn't look like it's going to be able to come out of the blaster at all, so your reload is going to be super slow when you're reloading this, and frankly 20 rounds isn't that much more than an 18 round stick mag. It is going to have an end strike barrel attachment at the front and an end strike stock attachment point at the back, which is great. More customizability is better, but overall I just don't think the concept is great, and I'm not liking the aesthetic of it, and just the Elite 2.0 line in general I'm not liking the aesthetic of. Coloring's a little bit off, and frankly the blasters just don't look very good to me compared to the regular Elite or Modulus blasters. I'm not sure entirely why, but I just don't personally like them, but if you like them, that's fine. Next up we have the Nerf Ultra Ferro. Now if you're like, hey, I think I've seen this blaster before, you actually might be partially correct. So the Ultra 7 looked very similar to this, and I believe this was like a concept art for this, and the Ultra Ferro is the one that's actually going into production. The Ultra 7, there were a couple pictures that were shown a few months ago, but the Ultra Ferro is more fleshed out and looks a lot nicer with them changing out some stuff for gold. I don't know why they changed the name of this, but even though I don't like the Ultra series, I do actually like the aesthetic of this blaster, and it might be cool to do something like integrate a Strife into it, just for the fun of it, because I think the aesthetic actually is pretty cool. So the Ultra Ferro is going to be like a Centurion for the Ultra series. I didn't really like the Centurion, and I don't like the Ultra series either, but it does bring something new to the table in the form of an Ultra Sniper Rifle. It has a thumbhole stock that looks really big, so it's not going to be cramped at all, and the grip looks actually pretty darn big as well, so that might be uncomfortable for smaller hands, but we'll see. The bolt draw looks really long as well, just like the Centurion, so I think this literally is just a Centurion moved over to the Ultra series. It is going to have an Ultra magazine, which is something that is brand new. I'll put up a photo of just the magazine right here. I don't know how many rounds this will hold, but based off of how big it is, I think it's probably going to be something like 10 rounds or so, which is more than the Centurion's 6 rounds. It is going to have an end strike tactical rail underneath the barrel up front, so you can put your bipod or something, because, you know, if you're a sniper, you need a bipod. The scope up top doesn't look to be removable, and there doesn't look to be an end strike rail up there for anything else, so this scope is going to stay there unless you want to cut it off with a saw. It's not the coolest looking scope in my opinion, but it's not the worst looking scope, and honestly the gold really accents against the white and the orange pretty well. That is going to be it for this episode of Nerf News. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like, share, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Also, I am going to be having a video somewhat soon about why I haven't been publishing as much and just my thoughts on everything, so if you want to see that, make sure you do subscribe so that that'll come up in your subscriptions feed. So yeah, see you guys in the next video.